New York.
Yeet.
New York.
Okay. Here, you can close your door.
Gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode, 44? 44 of Conservatish. Our guest tonight, is the sweet, sweet boy Jake.
The esteemed sweet boy
You
Jake.
are esteemed. There are a lot of people who have listened to your first episode, which was episode 2. You're a famous boy.
I'm famous?
Well,
I knew I'd make it someday off someone's coattails.
Yeah, definitely. You're riding the right fucking train. Oh, yeah, that bald guy who's... Nah, it's not that bad. I could be more positive. I mean, I know I'm planning on moving to New York, but still, I could be more positive about my experiences here. I mean, I was thinking about that tonight at the show. It was like I was leaving the show, and I was like, I was praying during the show. And obviously, at some point, usually in a show, I get in my head, and I'm like, people aren't... Like, tonight it was people were asking me to turn it down. Well, like the managers, and I was like, oh, okay. So I get in my head, like, people aren't happy with me. They're moving tables.
I'll just leave.
Right, and so I'm getting in my head. So I got self-conscious, but, I got out of it. I got my head out of my ass, and I got present, and I was able to be of service and had a fucking great show. But as I was leaving, there were a couple of people who were like, I want to book you for a show, blah, blah, blah. Corporate gig. And there were a couple of people who, I just had a fucking really great show. And so even though, yes, I'm moving and, yeah, I am going to, I'm still going to kvetch from time to time. It's been great. Like, I really have no reason to complain. You know what I mean? I had a great show tonight, and I'm not doing as bad as I think I'm doing, I think.
That's awesome.
Don't you think that's probably... Because a spiritual mentor that I had once said that when you think you're doing bad, you're probably not doing that bad.
Yes. And a lot of times, it's funny how time can drift by, and you start thinking, like, a place is a problem. And it's like, well,
right.
You might have problems with the place, but it's kind of your... it's our problem.
But yeah, but what was the first sentence you said when I said hello to you at the Pizza My Heart? You said, these fucking San Jose bitches, these Bay Area bitches, and I agree with you that there are a lot of 6s running around acting like they're 10s, but...
4s with attitude. Right. Anything under 200 pounds is just like, my shit. No. All these dudes want this pussy. I'm like, yeah, go to a town where it's a fucking even distribution, bitch. Go to a 50-50 town. See how many dudes are trying to get up in that slit. Probably not a lot.
Patrice said that. He was like, you know what would get men and women back on top, men back on top, is if men just withheld the dick for a little while. We can't.
I do.
What do you mean you withhold dick?
If I feel like it, and I know a chick
You mean
wants
if you're being vindictive?
Yes. I've withheld...
It's not the same.
I have withheld the dick.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
All right. In what way would this look? Because I feel like this would be way too... I don't know if I'm... like, are you...
I just give them a taste of their own medicine. I just give them a taste of their own medicine. That's all. Because, like, I don't need... Listen, dude. You know how
what if
many...
they're being nice, though?
I have had dry...
What if they're being nice?
I have had dry spells that would make the Mojave fucking desert blush. Okay? I can
relate.
So used to not having it. Do not even...
You're like, fuck it. I'll go home and jerk off.
Don't even try to pull the pussy power trip with me.
No,
I do not accept that shit.
Okay, there's such a thing. Yeah, okay. I get that. I relate to that. If a bitch is being vindictive, yeah, whatever. But you just said if she really wants it.
So if and you can tell when it's like this chick always gets it, and she's not that great. And I'm not talking about anyone specific.
Oh my God, I want to know who. But
I may have passed wind right now. Just as I'm sorry.
I gave you a cigarette as a nice boy.
I know. It's not.
What is that flavor of fucking vape, by the way?
I don't know. I think it's glazed donut. It doesn't taste like glazed donut, though. I just like bready and creamy stuff. Nothing too fruity or sweet,
I know you like cream. Hey,
yeah, I love the cream, baby.
But no, don't you like I like the taste of straight up death. I like the taste of the cancer.
Me too.
I just feel like it's respectable.
Me too.
But
anyway,
I
could sit here and smoke an entire pack of cigarettes in
I know.
an hour and a half. I could just... Yeah.
Alcoholism is a horrible thing.
It's god-awful.
But here's what I'm saying. So going back to this... So if a girl... Okay, if she's playing games, that makes sense. But if she's not playing games and she actually wants it, then you're not withholding then, are you?
Not all the time. It's just... look, a lot of times when they've
Don't be treacherous.
when
dude.
they've I'm
Don't be
sometimes
treacherous. There are beautiful
treacherous.
women out there who are willing to have sex with us.
Most of them, 90%. There's not enough for me to name any percentiles. Let's be completely honest. But if there were enough, I'd
women
say
like what percentage is willing to fuck us? That's like
okay. So
okay.
let's say
We're attractive boys.
0.6 women. I would 100% of the time. But every once in a while, when it's like, when it's convenient for me, and like you've been trying to tap them up for, hey, how you doing? Trying to keep in contact. They've been blowing you off, et cetera, et cetera.
I see.
And then all of a sudden, it's just like,
all of a sudden
dang,
they're like,
I remember that Snapchat you sent me that one time, like that kind of thing. Like, ooh, daddy,
why don't you just
and
commit
all this shit.
and send it through a real.
I do.
Oh, okay,
most of them
right.
don't want to, though. So that's just kind of the medium. I don't care. Dude, there's all kinds of my shit floating around
my
on the
dick
ether.
is everywhere.
Exactly.
Dude. My dick
It's
is
all over
fucking
the place.
everywhere. There are women across this beautiful United States who have pictures of my penis. God bless your hearts.
I'm
wherever you
worldwide,
are.
man. I am worldwide.
Every day I'm hustling.
Just this mediocre phallic object. Just. Oh, did I tell you my new favorite pickup line?
What?
I told my drunk buddies. They were cracking up. They were dying laughing on the phone. They thought we could make money off it. I was like, "You're drunk. You can't make money off this, but it's funny."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "All right, just to cut through the shit because I want to get back into dating again, not just screwing around, right? Like really, like I have a life to live. I do want a life partner, etc. So I want to get back into dating again. And you got a lot
hear
of
that, ladies? conservativepodcast@gmail.com.
Holla,
Send your profile.
sliding them
And
DMs.
One or both of us will have sex with you.
We'll have a resume ready in PDF form to send out to you immediately.
And etch a sketches of our penises. Light brights.
It's minimum 9 inches. It's not.
Okay, all right.
Listen.
So what's your pickup line?
The pickup line, just to cut through, because you got a lot to sift through. You remember when me and you used to?
Yes.
You remember those days?
Have sex.
Oh,
you mean
no?
okay.
No,
I'm sorry,
not have
I
sex.
apologize.
When we used to just talk to every thing of the.
You were more foul than I was.
Very foul.
I've gained traction.
Me-
But you were like foul.
Oh,
you would
dude.
like. Females would be like, I have a boyfriend. You'd be like, so you ain't married, blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, we're gonna get kicked out of the Denny's. Would you fucking stop?
Do you know how hard it is to get kicked out of a Denny's?
No, I guess I don't.
It's difficult. We're not getting kicked out of the Denny's.
Anyway,
But
so you're wanting
okay.
to settle down. How does that transition into a
You
good
know,
pickup line? I don't understand.
So I was talking to a friend about this. More like he was lecturing me about it for hours, right?
Okay.
Which is good. God bless him. I needed somebody to do that. To be like, listen, so you're not doing anything with your dating life. And I was like, no, why would I? And he was like, because you have a life to live and you're getting of a certain age and
You're an old man.
Yeah,
an old man,
it's
Jacob.
heading that way, right? Turning into bitter old man Jake.
Right.
And
You've been bitter old man Jake since
since
you were
I was like
23.
20. Yeah, I know.
You're fucking like, man, I gotta get all these fucking. You've been talking about 401ks since you were fucking 17. You fucking white piece of shit.
I know. I'm a very bitter old man.
I know.
But
We love you.
Yes. And so he was like, look, you need to. There are women out there, the kind of women that you're looking for that would be marriageable for you. And I was like, there's not. And
What do you
he was like, look.
Oh, okay. This is when you were in the middle of it. Okay, all right. So you were being sick at the moment, saying females.
I was being serious because I was like, no, and I was calling him a hypocrite, right? I was like, dude, you moved out of state and then immediately bragged to me how you're just drowning in V.
Right.
And you were like, man,
oh, I see. So you're saying
get me out of that.
there aren't people just in California. There aren't women.
There are, but it's such a huge area.
Right.
There's so many people, and like I literally was such a dick because you know how I am. I'm an extreme pessimist.
You are
not like in a not like in a too
No.
much of a bitchy way, but
No.
my overall outlook is very pessimist / realist.
You're like Bill Burr if he was more Irish.
Correct.
Okay.
100%. And so I was like, okay, we're looking up city data. I was like,
my God.
I was like, Santa Clara County demographics. All right, we're looking at age ranges.
You're a very
we're looking at
specific
racial
man. You
demographics. I
understand
am
that?
extremely specific. That's what I mean by pessimistic. Maybe not pessimistic. I'm very like fucking prove
Particular.
it to me.
You're particular.
I'm very particular.
You're a sweet particular.
And so
boy.
we broke it down, and I was like, okay, so out of this, so we're saying, out of these 3 million people,
Right.
X amount are going to be X amount are going to be that, blah, blah, blah. We're totally breaking it down. I was like, okay, so we're down to 50,000. Okay.
Out of what? What?
Out of all the human beings in Santa Clara County, not the whole Bay Area, obviously.
Sure.
But I was like, okay, so let's just start immediate, right? Basically, okay, I'm not going to bore okay, I've already bored everyone. Listen, we whittled it all the way down to the point where he agreed with me. There's probably only 5,000 single females that possibly fit your criteria of your ideal that you are seeking.
Okay, let me, because you'll get to I'm sure you'll get to the final point of the pickup line.
Yes.
But at some point before the end of the episode. But so
sometime before.
How would you quantify
for Valentine's Day?
How would you quantify 7s and above? Because you're talking 8 or above.
No,
I mean,
honestly,
if you're talking life partner, you're talking 8 or above.
No, I'm fine with a 6 or 7 for a life partner. Yeah. I don't really care.
Okay.
I mean, if they're attractive to me, I mean.
Okay, yeah. But if attractive to me, that's a whole nother scale. You know what I mean? There are some girls who have like a fugly tooth, not fugly.
I love
like their teeth are a little.
I love the
they're
teeth.
a little goofy.
I love the
that's
goofy
cute
teeth. I love it, dude.
So like on the grand scale, yeah, they might. Like,
almost every single one of the girls that I've dated
might knock them down to like a 7, but they're still in your mind.
Oh, that pumps them up for me.
Okay,
yeah,
right,
I like
right.
one random tooth that's just like cutely out of place or misshaped or something.
You need a Russian.
Yeah, dude. I need a girl that can Slav squat all over my whole life and hold it down.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Niet. Did we talk about rape porn? I think we talked about rape porn.
No, I don't want to talk about rape porn.
No, I'm saying we already talked about my Russian. Oh. How the only problem with Russians is that they're number one, they're the only ones who are willing to do rape porn, and they're the only but they're bad actresses.
They're terrible.
No, you are my cousin. I do not want to. I do not want to have the sex.
Okay. Okay. So
yes.
So how I define a 7 and above? I don't know. You know it when you see it.
Of course you do. But I'm saying, where did you quantify in this 50,000? Blah blah blah.
Okay, so it was just based off the stuff I was looking for: age range, racial makeup, political background, religious background, etc. Like broke this all the way down to what I want for a life partner.
You like white girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like white girls too.
Yeah.
Would you make a life partner out of a Mexican chick?
Possibly. I'm not like ruling it out.
Okay, now is it mostly culture-wise, or is it mostly just her bones? You know what I mean? Like her blood, her DNA, you wouldn't want... Because, I mean, maybe cutting a little of this Irish with some... No, actually, no, Mexican would be real bad. Anything Latin, I think, mixed with your Irishness...
Those kids just got prison sentences just waiting to happen.
Who do we need? I mean, I guess an Asian, but, like, I wouldn't want to wish that on my...
Look,
I'm not attracted to Asians. Okay. Some. Anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize. They have to be very American for me to want to fuck them.
I've got things against every single racial group, but nothing in super particular against Asians. I just don't want to have Asian children. I'm sorry. And if that's wrong, if you want to call me fucked up for saying...
But they're cute.
They are very cute. No, I love them to death.
Little Chinese boys... Are the little Japanese girls are the cutest fucking kids in the goddamn world.
Dude, Kiari Pamu does the whole like little Japanese girl music stick.
But she's like 73. She's not like a little kid.
But the whole shtick, you know, it's amazingly cute. That's why the shtick works and why it sells.
Why it sells. Pack without taking out a cigarette. I'm sorry.
Continue. Holla, break bread.
I knew that having Jake on the podcast at some point. He would use the phrase "break bread, break bread, dak 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 dak. Let me get a little smidge.
Holla,
dak 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 dak.
Holla.
Anyway,
so gracias. And what is with that? If somebody's like, dude, I want my kids to look something like me.
Bad.
Like, is that?
No, I don't think that's bad. But they will look like you.
Yeah, of course.
Hamsies. But I mean, if they cut that bucket, those crazy eyes would just get like 30% lower. That's Asian, dude. I'm telling you, those crazy eyes need a little
calming,
little water,
little
water it down.
Just a little bit of glasses and math books.
Yeah,
just calm. Just take the edge off.
Man, if you had smart kids,
smart's overrated.
Anyway, sorry. Continue. What were we saying?
I'm really smart. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but are you particularly useful? Probably not. Sorry.
Anyway.
Everyone thinks they're such a smart ass, and it's just like, and then, okay, you're smarter than people. big deal, you know.
Okay, so
anyway,
quantifying. Okay. I'm not even sure quantifying is the right word there.
It's not the right word.
All
Look,
right.
So for what I think in my mind, which is completely subject to change, I'm a human being. Mm-hmm. What I think I'm looking for, we whittled down to 5,000 for the sake of conversation and debate, right?
How many women are in, like, eligible women? Eligible. Okay, let's just say age and hopefully single, because I want to know what the other couple of numbers were. Or do you remember, or do you not remember?
We got it to about 50,000. Okay.
Okay.
And so it was more than that originally. Okay. It was more than that. I'm talking.
Did you look at census? What did you?
Yeah, we looked at the whole. I don't fuck around. People start talking shit.
Devil.
Look, people start talking shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, you want to get real? Oh, we can get real right now. Why am I so lonely? I just can't find it. Maybe there's literally no one where you're at. Sorry. I'm just saying. Doesn't mean it's impossible. Doesn't mean you can't have a happy life. You might have to broaden your horizons beyond your neighborhood, right?
Restrict the dick.
Right? Yeah. Make them hungry. Make them bang your door down. Daddy, please.
Continue.
Okay.
Continue, goddammit.
Listen.
Got you a nice cheese plate. Yes, sir.
And so I appreciate the charcuterie board. And so he said, listen, you can't argue against this. Like, he's amazingly right. Like, he's like, I do not give a shit what you're saying about this. You're not trying to marry San Jose. You're not trying to marry demographic statistics. You're trying to find one single person.
Right.
It only takes one.
Right.
He's like, so you've got 5,000 shots. That sounds great. I was like, 5,000 shots spread over 200 square miles, like blah, blah, blah.
5,000, but it also would take a long, because the reality is that it's not just that, it's also a numbers game. So you're talking about fucking the thousands of women that you and I have either had sex with or hit on or texted once just to say, hey, and then never got.
To be fair, I've probably already scratched a bunch off the list. Maybe we're getting down to the final. It's the final countdown. All right. Exactly. So it might be, it might not be as bad as I'm making it out. Maybe it's like, hey, it's right around the corner, dude. Right. You keep swinging, you're gonna hit, right?
On the 7-Eleven on the way home to get gas, you could run into the fucking
cashier,
the Asian broad. No, the cashier.
Oh yeah.
Any bitch who's fucking. What time is it? It's like 10:30 at night.
That's good work ethic.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, probably on meth. On meth.
No, it's not just the meth. She either has a husband who works fucking there, or she has a death wish.
Around here, you're right. It'd be like, hello, welcome to 7-Eleven. My name is Prajishna.
There aren't enough Indians working at 7-Elevens over here.
Yeah, that's true. It's winding down.
It's Middle Eastern, sure, but it's not Indians.
Indians there's Punjabi, there's Sikhs. I mean, at least
Punjabis
San Jose
have the corner on like Uber driving or being like the CEO.
They're really talkative Uber drivers.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate
Indian
it.
people.
Yeah,
they're Indian
cool.
babies, like little Indian kids are cute too.
I don't like doing business with Indian people, but I like Indian people.
Why do you not like doing business with them?
It's just you just got to do enough business with them, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I've given rides to them in my Uber when I was Ubering.
That's a non-negotiable price.
Right, that's true. But a number of them had bad BO. I've talked to multiple people about this.
It happens.
I like that I get to
I saw some traumatizing shit because like I was working in this apartment complex one time.
Right.
And there was just it was during like festival. I just call it festival. Dear. There's some like real name for their it's like a holiday like whole season for them, right? Like a whole spiritual thing. They got like the paintings and symbols all over the walls and stuff. Right. I'm talking like the outside of the walls in the apartment complex, like hooding it up, right?
Okay.
And they're like cooking. They are
like Santeria. What are you fucking saying?
Yeah. Like, dude. They're like cooking vegetables on the like kitchen floor, like with a little fire, right? Like old school, right? Like smoke detectors unplugged, right? Like just getting down. And there's painted Indian children, butt ass naked, with their little dingles flapping around, running around the hall, like running up,
uncut brown dingles.
Oh, there's just like music. There's music flowing out of every door, and all these kids are just running around naked with like body paint all over them, just dancing and singing. It's crazy, dude. They party, dude. They totally party.
Right, but how's that trauma? I mean, that's not trauma.
It's not trauma. I'm joking. Right. It was not traumatizing.
Because you've seen some traumatizing. Even me telling you that I went to Chipotle, you were like,
"No, it's just because I hate Chipotle."
Oh, really? If there were because you saw some like bad shit.
What did I put on it? No.
Okay.
No,
I don't think we've talked about what your business is. Have we talked about what your business is?
No.
All right. We won't talk about your
business. No, we won't talk about my business.
But
you don't need to know my business. Just I give you the business, baby.
You need to calm down. But so Chipotle's not bad. You just don't like it. It's not like
It's disgusting.
unhealthy. What do you mean it's unhealthy? It's not disgusting.
Every single time. I'm talking over the course of years in multiple cities. Every single time I've tried going there and ordering some beef.
It goes through you?
Fuck your chicken. Give me beef. I have to spit out every single piece of beef because they just give you a bunch of chopped up sinew and cartilage and fucking tendon.
Okay, but that's most carne asada, isn't it?
No.
All right, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. I'm sorry. About that, you're wrong. Okay, I'm very particular about my Mexican food anyway. I'm very particular about my
Because you're a
Mexican
San Jose
food.
boy.
Yeah, I'm very particular about my Mexican
I don't know why
food.
you Bay Area kids, especially like, I don't know what's all the sucking a dick about a taqueria. Fuck a taqueria, dude. Most taquerias
suck.
Refried beans, fuck refried beans.
Most of it's
Their
microwave
ass.
garbage. No, I agree. Look, I don't want Mexicans making my Mexican food, first of all.
So then why wouldn't you like Chipotle?
I
What are you,
want-
a Baja Fresh boy?
I want Salvadorians making my Mexican food.
How do you know the difference? Well, I know there is a difference. but
There's
how do
a
you
very
know the
big difference. Dude, the
When
al
you
pastor
walk-
is totally different.
When you walk into a fucking
tortillas
when you
are
walk
totally
into a
different.
taqueria, do you look for a
Yes.
Salvadorian flag?
Dude,
and
I
then
have-
you walk out if you see a fucking you see an eagle.
Totally, I'm out of there. Look, honestly, I've had some of my favorite places ever to eat that used to be Salvadorian ran, and then Mexicans buy it from them.
Really?
And then the food's fucked up. Yeah,
Okay.
and then it sucks.
I have to tell you, I've talked about this too. Mexicans, in my experience working in the restaurants, extremely hard workers. Fucking crazy hard workers. Absolutely. But y'all motherfuckers do not give a fuck about sanitization. About like, oh, just rinse off the plate. You know what I mean? No, nigga, don't fucking rinse off the plate. Don't fucking
We
like,
bought the soap for a reason.
put the sanitization liquid in the water for the sanitization bucket.
Push-
it's a sanitization
Push
bucket.
your foot on the little pedal that
That's
releases
not
the
whiteness.
stuff.
That's not Americanness. That's not weakness.
It's
I
called
just
not
don't wanna
spreading
eat
diseases
Your
and shit.
feces,
Yeah.
cocksucker. Jesus Christ. Why do you think all this E. coli shit happens? Because you motherfuckers, fine. I went shit, but fuck it, whatever. I pick the fucking. Oh, I'm so glad that you're doing all the hard work. But can you do it right? Could you just do it
Just
clean?
stop wiping your ass with your hand. I mean, it's not that
I'm not saying they
complicated.
I'm not saying they don't know what toilet paper is. I'm
Some
just
of them
saying-
don't. I'm not saying all of them. There's a huge swath. You can't just paint. Look, you can't just paint. Mexico's actually a pretty diverse country, right? You
Of
can't just
course.
paint every class or type of people.
Let's
in
be
Mexico
real.
with
Let's be
one-
real. Who would be more likely not to use? I'm not saying they don't, but who would be more likely not to use toilet paper? Norteños, the fucking north. The north is where the desert is. The north is where the dirt is. Down in the south, it's fucking like Cabo and all. I mean, it's dangerous.
But
like,
where do
there's
most
lushness.
workers come from? They come from. They're the
from
freaking
the north.
rancheros, and yeah, dude. Okay, he's saying norteños, not the California street gang
no.
norteños. He means actually in Mexico.
Yeah,
And-
northerners.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Okay,
Los Tigres del Norte.
so look. Anyway, where do we get off on this? Look, I want Mexicans making my Italian food. Okay, that's what I want. I love
Where in the fuck?
almost
making it?
almost everywhere.
Okay,
You
but
got-
okay,
they make
you're
great
saying
Italian
the
food.
owner Italian,
Yes,
but then obviously the worker. Okay, yeah, all right, okay, well, yeah, get on that.
yeah.
All right.
I don't like
I, I like sushi, like Japanese motherfuckers. I want Thai. If you're Thai, I want Thai motherfuckers making Thai food. I don't want Chinese motherfuckers.
Yeah, I want some
'cause
Asian
they're just gonna
freaking jungle
cheapen-
babies back
cheapen
there
that
stirring
shit.
up the noodles for sure.
I want some dark skin, slant-eyed.
I want some. I want to like feel the Cambodian heat pouring in on me when I walk into that shit.
I want your uncle is actually literally, running a boy brothel.
Yeah, dude. There's heroin being dropped off on the roof by a tweaker. Like, yeah,
I want
all
a real
that.
fucking Thai people.
Yeah.
Look at that cloud of donut you just fucking threw out of my window.
So gross. I'm thinking about switching to there's the other vape they do now.
What?
It's like because I'm an old man, right? So this is how you get the good nicotine vaping back in the day. If you don't want a high strength, right? You just do the big cloud.
What about those
right?
tiny little jewels?
That's the thing.
What about
Okay,
the
so they got
jewels?
other things. So there's jewels, and then they got like these other tanks. Now I haven't really looked into it, where it's all like this salt mix stuff. So it's not this standard juice. It's like super high concentrate, but you're not blowing big clouds, and there's not a lot of flavor, and you don't have to pull on it all day because it's got more nicotine in it. So I'm thinking about switching to that. So I can just kind of puff, fucking thank you, instead of like blowing these douchey clouds over it. Vaping's gay. I'm gonna
That's
say
what I'm
this
saying.
as somebody who
it doesn't hit
vapes.
your lungs. Like,
Oh,
I'm
it
gonna
does.
quit smoking soon, but I want to fucking feel the.
You want to try
fucking-
this? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so you press the button, breathe straight into your lungs at the
Where
same
is
time.
it?
The
This
button's on
thing?
the side, the big button on the side.
Okay.
The big button.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my first vape.
Straight into the lungs. No, the big button on the side. You
No.
turn the
Oh,
the whole side is a button.
Okay.
The whole like this.
God
thing.
damn it! I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whole side's a button. He fucking.
The fuck is that? Fucking someone poured syrup in my throat. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why is that attractive?
Dying. It's like you smoke a cigarette for the first time or something, right?
No,
it's like it's a different thing, right?
Jesus. The fuck is wrong with? It's like Splenda is covering my lungs right now.
I know. I want less flavor and less cloud.
What is wrong with you, motherfucker? Just smoke a fucking cigarette. I literally my lungs are. I think I'm dying. If I have cancer now from the fucking vape.
You don't have cancer from the vape. It's actually food.
Oh,
You're like,
look, there's comps in Palo Alto.
Oh yeah, they're gonna roll up and be like,
roll up on that car right there.
They see me rolling. They hating.
What's happening? Whoa.
Totally getting on somebody. Staring at somebody.
I thought that was like a SWAT kids walking up.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Just like, duck! Okay, where are we? Okay, foods and and pooing and the hand.
Yeah. Okay, go back to the 5,000.
5,000, and he was like, look, you only need one. Why don't you just make an approach a day? So I was like challenging him in a way. I mean, we were just cruising around. It wasn't like specifically. It was like, hey, I need to go like check out phones at Valley Fair. Let's go check this out. He's like, okay. He's like, maybe we'll find some approaches there, right? Because you think
Valley Fair.
You think the mall, that's a nice mall too, right?
Yeah.
Like there's going to be some.
You ain't gonna find a nice bitch at Valco. Because the Cupertino broads aren't going to Valco no more.
No, Valco's closed
Cupertino
down.
broads, though, that's some high-quality white.
You're kind of breaking my heart, though, because that was my favorite movie theater, was the Valco movie theater.
Okay, but it is kind of building up. There is that shit right next to it.
I know, but that movie theater, the reason it was my favorite movie theater was because no one was in there. Mm-hmm. And then finally that movie theater closed.
I think that was where I saw Freddy Got Fingered. When I was a kid, me and a friend smoked some weed, and then we went and saw Freddy Got Fingered. That was funny.
I saw Scott Pilgrim versus the World with a friend of ours.
That was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
You turned me on to that movie. That was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I look back on it, and it's a little, it still kind of feels like
for its time.
I know, right? It feels like 25 to me. You know what I mean? Like when I was 25, because that's when it feels like, it reminds me of that time. But like still.
Yeah, but fucking what's her name? Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. I don't think I like her politics at all.
Like, why would you like any celebrity's politics, though?
Touche.
I mean, anytime anybody, I'm just like, even I'm like over even hating any celebrity over anything, unless they're like especially heinously dumb.
Right. There are some like because that makes sense, because even the celebrities like on the right, they're not cool. Like fucking Bruce Willis is as good as we get, you know what I mean? And he's not like all the way on like rah Trump. He likes guns and shit. Like what do we?
James Woods.
James Woods. He's not cool.
No.
You know what I mean? Like he's not. Apparently he's got a packing a wallop though. James Woods. He's got a big ass dick apparently.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's been the rumor around Hollywood for fucking years.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
There's someone else.
They're
not even paying attention to us.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're paying attention to us. Anyway.
There's two
we got microphones now. He's paying attention
to
us because we got microphones.
We're just recording a podcast. If we get on the.
We're both light skinned enough in Palo Alto. We're fine.
Yeah, but there's cops behind us too.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Something's going on, dude.
Dude, if we die live on the podcast, please send this to Joe Rogan.
My truck.
No, he's not. They're not mad at somebody parking at the fucking Wells Fargo.
No, I know, but look, they're.
Oh, they're looking for somebody.
That's what I'm saying, because there's someone down there too. That's what
somebody ran.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
So I see this like every day on my
right, but this is Palo Alto.
Like Capitol Expressway.
Palo Alto.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay,
yes,
the 5,000. So we go
sir.
to Valley Fair.
Okay.
And he was like, we're going to find some high-quality approaches here. And I was just confidently, smugly, like, that was pretty quality. Good job. And so I was like, really? All right, well, you tell me when you see some chicks to approach here. Okay?
You'll find some good ones at Valley Fair.
Oh, no, there was nothing.
Really?
It was dry season. It was just
was it midday?
No, it was nighttime during the holidays.
Really?
It was just like Indian broads and old ladies, and I mean, no offense, Indian broads.
No, you can't hit
you're
on
fine.
an Indian broad.
You know, it's just
There are some.
I'm not.
but
We
no,
probably have totally different
Indian
religions.
broads,
I'm
the
not.
cute ones hang out with the other fucking Indian dudes.
Yeah.
The cute Americanized Chinese hang out with the fucking Chinese dudes. That's what it is. For some fucking reason. I don't know why you guys like.
Yeah.
You just have a fetish for tiny peepees or something. I don't know.
So anyway, it was
Yes,
like dry season, and they were like, okay, well, let's go get a tea over at Santana Row. And then he thought there were two, okay? And I was like, no. That bitch walking around in fucking leather pants with her rich-ass mom, I don't mean leather pants like slutty leather pants. I mean like I've got crazy money leather pants. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, you just looked at her whole outfit, and you're like, your whole outfit's probably worth more than my car, which is not a beater.
Right, but the question wasn't, are there viable options? Because you can't maybe hit on a girl with her mom right there unless she's serving, like you're serving her.
Totally.
And her mom goes to the bathroom.
No doubt.
You know
no doubt.
So,
but then there was another one working a storefront, right? He's like, what about that? I was like, yeah, well, she's fine as fuck.
Right.
And he's like, well, approach her. I was like, dude, she's getting her hair ready in the mirror, dude. Her, like, whatever dude is totally coming to pick her up right now. Like,
so what?
You know, well,
you used
point
to be
being,
ruthless.
Oh yeah,
you used to have zero
I was like, dude, you want me to go talk to it? I will.
To bust out the fucking Jakeness.
I was like, I'll go talk to it. I was like, no doubt. I'm just letting you know right away. This girl is taken. There is no female that looks like that working in a place like this.
Yeah, it's true.
That does not have a man.
She's not happy though.
I don't give a shit. I'm just saying she's not currently available.
There's
that's
a couple
that's
of you
all
motherfuckers. I know some of you. There's one or two I'm thinking in particular who are like, yeah, my boyfriend's nice, bitch. Don't be fucking around. All right, I will fucking change your life with my penis. Don't fucking.
And you're fucking with the guy. Nice. You're fucking with the guy too. If you're not really happy, you're just gonna break up with him later anyway. By the way,
Young Gotti.
But right,
Gotti bin Laden.
That
was a joke.
So bad.
That's a reference that only like 3 people listening to the podcast will understand. But Young Gotti,
bin Laden,
fucking such a shitty rapper. Anyway,
okay, listen. And so I was like, okay, so you say there were 2. I say there were effectively 0, maybe the one that was working there. Look, when I went in, I was like, dude, fine, I'll go talk to her. We're sitting on this bench right in front of the storefront. I go to open the door, and it's locked, and she gets scared and runs in the back room.
Which is probably what she should have done from the first one.
Yeah, probably. There's
realistically,
there's 2 dudes staring at a store.
And
all
one
right,
who looks frighteningly Irish.
Very, and my buddy was not a small. I mean, he's not like he's imposing. Okay. And so I was like, yeah, maybe that wasn't wise. He was like, yeah, she probably thought we were trying to do a robbery or some shit with me sitting right here on the bench and you going up to the door. I was like, it's possible. So anyway, point being, at the end of the day, he was like, look, you're not moving from here anytime in the next 6 months, are you? Right. I was like, I'd love to, but it's probably not going to happen. Right. I got things to do. I have things to overcome before I can leave.
Sure.
And unless I just want to give up, which is an option, I'd rather not.
But you can maybe offload your current thing.
I could.
And make a nice, and then maybe start something, because it's a lot cheaper.
I'd rather maximize first.
Touche.
So I want to see if I can really do it, and then if it's not coming together, there's a time to you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, right? It's not time to fold them yet. I've barely
put that into a song.
I've got a tune for it.
No.
Okay. So point being, I was like, what's the deal, dude? So there's only 5,000 out of 2.5 million, 3 million, whatever's in this county. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's a whole 5,000. Like, the numbers are bad. Like, it's really bad.
Okay.
It's really bad.
But are you saying those 2 bitches there are part of the 5,000 or part of the 50,000?
Possibly. You don't even know yet.
But okay. But what were the other qualifications for fitting in the 5,000? It wasn't just the cuteness.
There's a lot of stuff I want, right? So I don't want a girl that's from a ton of money, right? I'm just
because she just would be spoiled.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Not saying I'm the epitome of working class.
Started from the bottom. No.
Rough and tumble or whatever, but in a compared to a lot of culture,
you came from privilege.
Right, totally. Yeah, I came.
Today
from
was the
privilege.
Women's March, by the way. Cocksucker.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's the sound of pins dropping and no one giving a fuck. So we should do a men's march one of these days.
Nah, we gotta work. We gotta
just like start chanting in the
shit.
streets, holding up signs, just scaring people.
There was a fan who sent me a message. She said, "I'm going to the women's march tomorrow, but I feel like a spy because I'm a Trump supporter." It was very funny. Anyway,
good luck.
Yeah.
So stupid the pussy hats and shit. It's just goofy. If you traveled back in time and you showed somebody clips of the goofy ass shit our society is doing, they'd be like, "Oh, how Rome hath fallen."
Okay,
you know?
but
like,
even without the pussy hats,
holy
even
shit,
because everybody does goofy shit. Insane Clown Posse still exists. So I'm saying
they do.
Yeah, sure. Somewhere in
no offense,
Detroit with Faggo
guys,
and
whatever you're called, the ratchets. No,
juggalos.
Juggalos.
Pieces of fucking dog shit.
Hey, I got love for the juggalos. It's
no,
it's not my thing.
No,
it's
when
not
you
my
necro,
thing.
Fucking stop.
No, it's not my thing. It's not my thing.
Like the beat. Speaking of shitty rappers.
Every beat I get a murder.
So, okay, so you're saying you want somebody who's whitish?
Because here's the thing: there's a difference between
who doesn't come from privilege.
Well, I mean, I'd actually like kind of a normal middle class suburban kind of thing, but there's a difference between what are you doing for work and like what are your plans.
There's a difference between a girl who works at that mall. Who, like, her dad's middle class and, like, upper middle class, whatever, but she still is trying to, like, pay her parents rent or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
Okay, so...
Well, here's the difference. I'll sum it up real quick.
And anyone in the town we are currently in.
There's a big difference between her parents asking, "So what are you doing for work? How's everything going?" And her parents asking, "So what does your family do, darling?"
Right, okay.
Are you tycoons of any particular industry?
I don't like this.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know, but I don't like the accent.
I know the accent was really bad. It's really bad.
It's almost as bad as that fucking vape. There's a smoke to get rid of that fucking.
I don't blame you. There's a big difference between wanting to know that you're not a total loser.
Sure.
Because nobody wants to marry a total loser.
Right.
You know. I mean, except for extreme romance, that's fine. I'm not hating.
Okay, so that fits in the 5,000.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, not being. I don't want to be asked, "What does your family do?" My family. We're all just working people, nothing special.
Right.
Okay, I'm related to some people that are something special, but they don't talk to me.
Right.
So,
I know,
dude. I've got like a rich. Anyway, I'm not going to talk shit.
You could get kidnapped and nothing would happen. Like they'd be like,
no.
"Who got kidnapped?"
That name sounds
Jake, what?
That name sounds oddly familiar.
I think their parents' cousins gave me a Christmas card once. Okay, so.
Anyway, so point being, he was like, just make approaches. I was like, one a day. He wanted me to do one a day. Yeah. I was like, it's possible, but how about like X amount a month? Because a day is, days can get busy. You can be not in a place, have no time to be in a place, or there's chicks to talk to in a day. I was like, now on the weekend I might make 3 or 4, whatever. And he was just like, dude, put some effort in. It's not even about any of that or making it a game or anything like that. Just you have to take control of your romantic life.
Right. And you know that, though.
I do know that. I do know that. It was just a really good reminder, right?
Right.
And so I was like, you know what? There is just so much garbage. No offense, girls in the Bay Area. I'm sure there's a ton of you that are like great and awesome.
Sure.
But most of you are already married off or planning on getting far away from here or whatever.
He's really nice. He's just
right.
Sweet to me. I don't know. It's nice.
Stop it!
Nice.
Stop. Be nice to the poor confused girls. They'll figure it out.
No, I'm not going to because number one, they don't fucking. No, they don't.
After they waste their own time.
Exactly, they come
after
to
they
me
waste their own time.
after their first divorce, and I fuck them right, and they're like, "Oh shit, I've been wasting all my fuckable years until
after they break the poor dude's heart for not being honest with them." Yeah, exactly. I kind of blame the dudes. Sorry.
Yes,
I kind of
absolutely blame the dudes. Absolutely,
you can't take the responsibility.
There's fucking manhood in this goddamn world.
There is.
God damn. Well, not in the world. Fucking. There's some Russians who are fucking. There's some fucking pipe hitting niggas.
Oh, yeah.
running around, fucking
with the blowtorch. Look. So point being, okay, the pickup line. Wow.
Yes.
This took way too long.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Look.
It's okay.
The pickup line.
Yes.
I've got a new pickup line.
Okay.
It's just. What's up? Super fast introduction, however that the situation calls for.
Mm-hmm.
Names, exchange, whatever.
Right.
And just be like, "You single?" If they're like, "Yeah," just kind of wave the hands up and down the body, maybe do a little spin, and just go, Does this do anything for you?
I kind of like that, actually,
Yeah.
because it make them laugh. Oh, are you being facetious?
No, being serious.
Yeah, that's kind of cute. That's
Does this do anything for you? Because if it doesn't,
if you spin, if I see you spin in front of a female, I'm gonna pry open your mouth and puke into it.
That would be something for the cameras. I don't think I would enjoy that.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Okay. Anyway, because it just cuts.
But the spin has to happen. You can't just be like. You have to go like.
You got to turn around so they can see the butt. You know, see the booty, see the back.
Your Irish ass.
See the back of the head. Dude. See everything.
Do you work out?
See everything. Yes, I just told you I was working out before I came here.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my black ass back. I had this black ass in 2017.
You did not have.
You didn't even see me in 2017. I had the black ass in 2017.
It was bothersome.
I was ripping pants and shit. It was great.
You were ripping pants?
I was ripping pants, dude.
God damn it. I hate you so much.
I was ripping pants. I was peaching out these fucking pants.
Ew.
It's terrible.
And it literally probably looks like one. It looks like a peach that sat in gravel.
I've got such a good I've got like a hot chick booty when I get it popping out.
It's hairless too.
Yeah. No, it's hairy. I have a very hairy ass. Lower back, ass, taint.
Red like a fucking...
Everything from the nipples down just starts getting gangly.
Red like Robin Hood from the Disney movie.
It's not red. Ass.
I don't want to know.
He knows.
Now I have to cut out his last name.
Oh, sorry.
40 minutes.
Shit. 40 minutes. Sorry.
Why would know?
Because that one time I mooned him and Trin when they were driving out of a parking lot.
You're the worst person.
And they were driving really slow and they were like saying something or joking around and like I did this crazy spinning jumping
What's
thing.
with you and spinning?
Where like I jumped and like I was spinning.
Spaned? I think the past tense is spaned.
That sounds too
Spooned?
Spanish. So I got the pants down and I fucking was up in the air and I stuck the cheeks right on the like window,
on the glass
on the window.
You're the devil.
Yeah.
Did you leave like speckles?
I think there was
Was there speckles on the window?
I think there was a butt print. But I don't know if you were in Portland at the time. Anyway,
I think I remember this.
Maybe yeah.
Because there was a lot of mooning going on those days.
There was a lot of mooning.
There was the years of the moons.
Man, there was a lot of.
There was some moons over my hammy over those days.
Eggs in a hanky. There's just a lot of
in a thicket of red bush.
But how does that sound though? I mean, does this do anything for you? Because you're just like, look,
I don't mind it.
Let's
I
cut
think
the crap.
Cute.
We're all superficial. Let's be real. We're all superficial at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you can't. Okay, but have you done it? Have you tried it yet?
No.
Okay. If you keep it cute, but don't.
Yes.
Yeah, you're taking it serious. You're taking it like into the direction of
no.
like.
I mean, I'm seriously going to do it to just.
No, I think you should do it. But
not
I'm
waste
saying,
the time with the talking.
Right, but don't be
there's
serious
a lot of this,
about it.
Don't
be like, oh hey. No, I'm saying if you.
You know, there's a lot of that.
Maybe
a lot of wasted. This. Let's be real.
He's
Time
making the talking motion.
Yes, so the audience knows. I'm using my hand like a
yak,
kind of
Spaned.
Spaned.
But I'm saying like, okay, if you keep it playful,
of course. Oh, of course. I mean, it'll
Don't
be flirty.
Like,
it'll
do
be
a
flirty.
spin, whatever. Does this do anything for you? Because we should be really serious about our intention or any of that fucking dog shit. Okay.
But just to cut right to it, so it's like I'm not going to sit here and like half flirt with you for 3 minutes just for you to be like, no, I'm not getting even a coffee with you. You know, and if they're kind of laughing and kind of like
but
cute,
sometimes it takes a couple of times.
If they're cute about it, I could be like, worth a coffee at least. You know, like.
All right.
Does this do? Let's be real. Is this attractive to you?
Okay.
If it's not,
all right. But I mean, girls. Here's the thing. They're not as superficial as us.
Yes, they are.
No, God damn it, they are not.
Fuck yes.
Do you know how women? Okay, if that was the case, do you know how many fucking hot ass chicks I have fucked who I should not have?
Me too. Sometimes there's not a lot of hot dudes around for them to fuck.
No, don't you understand? There's a difference between, like, okay, I get it. You have to be cute. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But to get a bitch's mind, to get a bitch's heart, to get a bitch's
Let me rephrase this.
attractedness,
Maybe
attraction.
maybe
attraction,
I'm not
everything.
saying
Spain
she
women.
wants a bodybuilder or Brad Pitt. She might just be into something completely different, whatever that is.
Right, but your persa-fucking-ality.
Exactly.
That's what makes us our interestingness,
might not be
our
into that,
money,
'cause
our personality makes us fucking hot.
Does this do anything for you? That's a lot of personality.
It is.
actually.
No, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that is the personality
This is a
angle.
pu-
It's perfect. But
I'm really into this fucking.
they're
this
not as
pickup line right
superficial
now.
as us. They're just not.
They want to be protected.
Yeah.
I know that. Okay, I know that. But at the end of the day, they still are.
No. At the end of the day, they still have
are
to
judging-
be attracted to you.
Yes.
Well, let me
They are
rephrase that.
judging the living shit out of you, just
But
like
they're
you're judging
attracted
them.
to us for different shit.
Yes, they are.
So I'm just
So that's
saying.
what I'm saying. Is this it? Does this do anything for you? Whatever
I think
all
the
that
move
shit
is
you know.
does this cute move I'm doing mixed with my handsome Irish thicket,
This is
does
very,
this make it for you?
This is very flattering.
This is
Thank
very
you.
homoerotic.
I like this.
I'm saying
I'm getting
if a
pumped. I'm pumped
female-
on myself right now. I'm getting so pumped, dude. I'm ready to go like
Please
slay.
stop taking out your penis.
I am ready to go slay some shit. I am ready to
It
go.
was the confidence that Peter Feliciano gave me.
I'm ready to impregnate and start a family.
So
right
when
now.
when I make the speech at the wedding, I will tell them, you know how I met you, baby? That's what you'll say. You know how I met you, baby? I talked to Peter Feliciano, and he gave me the confidence I needed. I feel like Tony Robbins or ITT Tech.
Stop telling yourself you can't.
I don't like that donut was coming out of your mouth while you were
I
fucking
apologize. I
saying
just
that Tony
spewed
Robbins
donuts
line.
everywhere. Okay. So anyway, that was the pickup line. That was a long.
That's nice.
That was a long way around.
No,
was a long
the
way.
audience loved it. They were
I
on
hope so.
board 100%.
I hope so.
They're eating it up.
Woo! Fucking bankers, am I right?
What?
Yeah. I'm just topic changing.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a joke.
How are you?
Things are good. Things are good. I've got a lot of things I want to do.
You got a couple of female irons in the fire? I showed you a picture of that
Yeah.
fucking chick earlier. God
That is
damn, and I'm looking forward. I am looking forward to her
Petey boy.
asshole on my mouth.
Petey
I am looking
boy.
forward to her asshole on my mouth.
Petey boy has a little cutie
There are some
pie. I
fucking-
saw a picture.
She's
fine.
I love. God bless all the women who who deign to have sex with me. But there are some females like I'm really attracted to, and then there are some like where they're so hot, you're just like I'm going right for her asshole. You know, like Patrice used to say, like I'm going right for her asshole. I'm not. I don't even.
I don't
wanna,
need ass. Not even.
You
Nope.
traitor doesn't begin to. Okay,
Hey, look.
I know we've discussed this, but I'm telling you right now, you have eaten pussy.
Oh yeah.
You have licked.
I have chewed
Like,
on that shit like bubble
Okay,
gum. I have
you
sucked that
have
whole
allowed
thing into my mouth.
ovum to spread into your mouth. You have let.
Oh, yeah.
You have had girls squirt in your mouth area, or at least tasted squirt.
I fucking dodge that shit. I'm like, ooh.
Okay, stop. All right,
But yeah.
but it goes somewhere. It's all a melee. It's chaos. It's a fucking. It's peck and paw esque. It's
I
fucking.
understand the
it's,
fluid exchange. I
Okay, so
understand
the fluid exchange. The fluid exchange happens. How can you not lick a clean butthole?
I'm good.
What do you mean? Is it the warmth of ass cheeks on your face? Just fucking, just to pucker up, pucker to the pucker.
I'm good. No.
What's wrong with you? Is it filth?
No.
Because it's clean down there. Like if a chick is dirty, that's one thing.
If you could see his face,
Because I'm
when
trying,
he's looking at me,
I'm trying
aghast,
to get to the man.
aghast.
I'm trying
And
to
he's-
get to the man inside of whatever shell
And
is sitting
he's
in my
looking
fucking
the
car right now.
face of just like it's like trying to
It's
give
not-
a
it's like a
child
parent-
like one of those like Easter like candy treats. Like it's not a real.
It's like my parent-
chiclet.
it's like
a
my
candy,
parents-
Please eat it.
It's like when your parents say, "I'm not angry with you. I'm just disappointed." That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I understand.
It's more confounded than anything.
you know what? I do what I want, and I don't want to eat.
Okay,
butt.
but if it's not dirty, then what is it? If it's not because it's unclean, unkempt, then what is it?
Ass.
Okay, that's not a good enough reason. There have been things in your life
It's
where
kinda like, why do I not
you
eat
never
seafood?
thought.
I don't eat seafood. I don't know. I just
Okay,
don't like it.
I'm gonna ask you this:
I don't like it.
Were there points in your life, even when you were a wee babe, where you thought, "I'll never choke a bitch," or that never even entered into your fucking consciousness? Now you're hair pulling, slapping, all that shit, right? Or at least some things, right? So why wouldn't asshole fit into that? If you don't have a good enough reason, a logical reason not to.
Why are you trying to make me eat ass?
Because it feels good to
what?
them.
You
and
eat
it feels
ass.
good to me.
Look, I do plenty of things for them. I feel great for them. You know what? These
Does
bitches,
this do anything for you?
These bitches should be grateful.
No.
Okay, let me take this. These chicks walk around here
but
like
you
they've
will
got
get benefit from it.
Like every
Watching
other
her
dude
squirm
walking around is like
on
some,
your fucking mouth.
Some
you will
porn
get
star,
benefit from it.
And it's like, listen, you should be lucky.
God damn you.
I have certain skills, okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yes,
okay?
you eat pussy very well. We all eat pussy very well.
I'm not actually that good at that.
Okay.
I'm not good at that.
Come on, man. This is going out
I mean,
public.
I'm okay. I'm okay at it. Look, hey, I'll be
There
straight
are some
up,
women.
okay?
I'm better. There are some women who like it's like a fucking. It's like a box. It's like the national treasure. Like you're trying to figure out.
My gangly ass arms and fingers. I have certain skills. Okay, I have things.
You just fucking her with Irish pencils.
I've got certain skills. Okay.
But okay.
Eating butthole's
It's
not one
not
of them.
just for them. It's for you too.
No, I'm good. I don't want it.
Don't you like the reactions?
Nah.
Don't you like scaring a bitch from time to time, making her a little like.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reaction of watching her like that. Ooh. Just fucking.
I've got other ways of doing that.
We all do.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a smorgasbord ahead of you.
If
You're
a
saying
chick
you're not going to
needs-
have a
if a
little
chick needs-
ice cream if there's cookies and ice
If
cream?
a chick needs me to eat ass, it's just not going to work.
She's not going to ask you. She's not going to.
Exactly.
A girl
Eventually, she'll
asking
say
you.
something else like, "Hey, it's just not working out because I really actually need my ass eaten." It's like, go find some dude that'll eat your ass.
No,
out. That's fine. I
no
don't
girl
care.
has ever. Well, there has been like one.
There's always
I just
one
didn't. I
that
just
says
didn't want
some
to.
crazy
Never mind. I'm not going to tell that story. But God, I got to be a little more careful because sometimes I
She
noticed.
like Iranian
I noticed.
waxed.
No, God damn it. No, if there's hair on an ass, I'm not going anywhere. I honestly, I have a hard time if you're not shaved, like pussy shaved. If there's a tuft at top, I don't mind, not at all. But if there's on the lips, not the lips. If there's like on the space in
into
between,
a very pornographic episode.
if there's hair in between the pussy and the leg, get this shit out of my face. You know what I mean? Like I'll fuck you. Don't get me wrong, but like, am I gonna keep coming back? Like, come on now, stop. Shave that shit. It's 2019.
Going on.
It's for efficiency. You've been with those girls. You have to push the hair like you have to push it out of the way just to get to the clit.
Not that bad.
I'm just saying.
I've never lived in San Francisco though.
Help us help you is what I'm saying.
You know.
You have to try. Anyway, I know I say this all the time, but I'm just saying.
It's cool. You know what? I'm gonna say something different. Girls, you do you. Okay?
No,
no, totally.
I'm gonna
You do
fucking
you,
vomit.
and if you're happy with the results you're getting,
No. If you're happy with the results,
then
the
you just do you.
The definition changes.
Cool.
Their definition changes. There's a lot of women who are happy with their nice
What I'm
boyfriend.
trying to say is men actually set the standards.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Eat ass, nigga.
Men set the standards.
God damn it.
Not women.
Of course, men, we drive the car. But I'm saying, like,
We set the
if
standards.
a female, you're saying for beauty?
No. I'm saying if they don't want to do it, fine. And if you like the results you're getting from not doing it, fine. That's your problem.
Okay, but that's the thing. No.
Eventually they'll come
But
around.
a lot
is
of
what I'm trying
girls,
to say.
here's what it is. It's not even the definition. There are females who keep getting rejected or not called back by the men who will fuck them and then realize, oh, number one, this fuck isn't very good, or number two, bitch got hairy puss, or whatever it is, right? And so they won't get a call back. But see, a female can find another dick motherfucking like that. So the definition of are things working out for them, the measurements
I'm
off.
being facetious. I know. That's kind of what I mean. It's like, you do whatever. Don't be pressured into doing something you don't want to do.
No, ladies, all fucking females who are listening to Conservative Podcast, take care of that shit. I don't mind a little tuft at the top, make a little arrow, whatever you need to do. Make it, style it.
We could probably
color
make
it pink, bitch.
We could probably
But
make a broad statement here. And
shave that shit.
And
And
I think,
dudes too, don't make a big fucking. Don't make it like a.
dude, the last.
It looks like a mushroom, like a muffin top with like a dick poking.
Dude, I swear I was gonna get all cleaned up for the last, and she was like, "Nah, dude, got to be like love like hairy, dude, hair everywhere, like as hairy as you could be." I was like,
Okay, but I'm not talking about trim. I've done that before. You
I
ever
was
like
like-
shaved it all off?
"Oh yeah."
Yeah, I've done that before.
But it was interesting because I was just like, really? So you don't want? I was like, it's like a crazy fucking.
Had she seen it before?
I was like, there's a jungle going on.
Had she fucked you before?
Not exactly, but close enough.
But had she seen
yes.
your penis? Okay,
Yes.
well then that's one thing.
Yeah.
But like I'm talking like there are some of us who need to, who are very like my hair ran away from the top of my head and landed on my dick is what was
Peter.
My hair ran away from it dripped down like it was like water. It dripped away from the top of my head and landed in the back of my head as well as everywhere else. I'm Puerto Rican, so I can't grow it that well. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I do gotta
no doubt.
trim my shit.
My shit is crazy. It's out of control. To be perfect.
Because you come from the land of Braveheart.
Yeah, dude.
You know that you saw there should be your dick should be painted with half blue. Like William Wallace's face.
They call it the Pictish
that's
style.
Scotland, right?
No, actually, I'm not that Irish. I'm more Scottish.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or something. I don't even know if half this shit is true. When
You
people
just
say
right. Have you ever thought about doing the 23andMe? Is that really FBI shit? Do you think? Is that really like someone tracking your DNA and shit?
Maybe they've already got my
You're
DNA.
like Mr.
They've already got my DNA. They've got my DNA. They've got my prints.
What do you mean?
So
yeah, prints. Okay, but what do you mean DNA?
they've got my swabs and my hair samples.
Did you do it through? Did you had to give them to the government, or you're just talking through through
the law.
Doctors?
The law.
Yeah.
I am in the database.
Oh,
so.
really?
Oh yeah.
God damn it! Do they do that with every misdemeanor? No, or felony?
Every felony, I'm pretty sure.
God damn it!
Maybe they changed that. But
so now you're not able.
I was around.
anybody.
I was around in the Bush years, and in the Bush years, it was like,
right.
privacy,
Patriot Act.
Fuck no,
Right.
None of that. So, yeah. Anyway, so they've got my stuff. I'm not particularly
Touché.
stressed on that. But point being, like, okay, so everybody's got this thing. Like, for instance, half the people that thought they were Italian that I know, they get it, and it's like, no, like they're saying I'm really like Eastern European or Slavic, and I'm like, listen.
Dude, that fucking chick.
Listen,
fucking Italian. Oof.
There is a
Catholic bitch.
there is a big. Ooh, we should talk about
You're
Catholicism.
in trouble, dude.
There is a big difference between race and ethnicity. Period.
Okay.
And so it's like, oh, gee, you're fucking kidding me.
What do you mean? What do you say?
Wow. So you're saying that like Italy and Greece, what's the Aegean, not the Aegean, the
Mediterranean?
The Mediterranean, but that little sea that goes up between like Greece and Croatia and all that. Anyway,
you're in the wrong motherfucking podcast.
Okay,
I have no goddamn idea. I know about eating ass.
You've got literally from Italy, you have like a mountain range, and there's just not that much in the way. I mean, you go across a little bay or whatever, and you're in fucking Croatia, land of the Slavs, okay?
Right.
And you're just, okay, so you're saying you're really, does that mean that, like, your family is actually from there, maybe, like, hundreds of years ago, or, like, intermingled, or, like, that's not to say your family was not from Italy, speaking Italian, being goddamn Italians for, who knows, centuries.
Yeah. So just because it says you have certain blood.
I mean, just fuck off with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like, come on, really?
Touché.
Oh, you're not Italian. Okay, give me a racial definition of fucking Italian. Yeah, you can't.
I think that's probably the most Jake sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Give it right now, damn it!
Shit.
You're not a real Mediterranean. You're Slavic. Come on, give me a break.
Touché. There are some people who like Ben Shapiro said he got his shit back. He's 100% Ashkenazi Jew.
That does not surprise me at all.
No, for sure. You are making it spike. God damn it.
Sorry.
But there's like there's pure, and then there's broken, and then it's all right. You know what I mean?
I bet if when you really break it down, like half the people, especially European or white people, that get their shit tested, it's like so vague. It just says broadly Northwestern European.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like they can't pin down a country. It's like, honestly, are you going to take
like mixed upon mixed upon mixed upon mixed?
Are you going to take somebody from the British Isles? I'm not talking Ireland. That's more like actually like Spanish and Celtic or whatever. But like from Scotland and England and then compare them to people from like Western Germany and Northern France and tell me it's
this sparks my I'm totally taking a
they're probably
left.
fucking identical. They speak different languages. They ended up building different cultures, but genetically they're probably practically identical.
I'm taking a hard left turn, but I do think you would have good insight on this. My thought is, because in San Francisco it's a big thing, gentrification is the devil. I think it comes back to it's really a bunch of kids who don't want any change. Because what's the other option instead of gentrification? No change? Like you want the same taquerias to be open forever and ever, amen?
Everybody just thinks it's like really, I'm sorry, it's like this worship of the shitty, you know? Like
yeah.
Bow down before the shitty. It's like, they just took all the like, you know, there used to be people like smoking crack and like gangbangers like raping women, like, you know, and like all the cars used to get broken into and like it was just so quaint and nice and like there used to be graffiti everywhere and like AIDS was like a total epidemic. And
even the Bayview is better than it was fucking 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like even EPA is better than it was 10 years. You're saying all these anti-gentrificationers are like, oh, they're pushing the black people out. Even the black hood is better than it was. If there's a goddamn IKEA in East Palo Alto.
Because now
there's Starbucks is in the ghetto. Stop.
Now the cops
it's getting better.
Now the cops and the city services have funding.
Yeah.
Sorry, said it. Yeah.
Right. Because
funding
honestly,
now.
Because fucking
They
white
can do
people.
yeah, they can do things now. It's like
because somebody went to work and then did politics. Like that's what happened. That's what happened.
Somebody was a fucking 9-to-5 grindy ass motherfucker and got out of bed and paid their taxes. Yeah.
You may be, I write real good rhymes. You're not doing shit more for the world than the fucking stuffy white cocksucker who's, you know, at the helm of some corporation. He's doing more for the world than your faggot ass on your fucking couch writing about the struggle. There's a lot of motherfuckers in the struggle, quote unquote, who are keeping themselves there. There's a lot of motherfuckers in the struggle, quote unquote, who are not
they
good
don't look
rappers.
like they're struggling very much to me. There doesn't look to be much of a struggle. I'm like, dude, you're fat as fuck. You know, like you've got all the things.
There's a lot of confusion between I take advantage of the government and struggle.
Dude, you're bragging about a 70-inch TV. I had to like hem and haw for 2 weeks to buy a 40-inch fucking monitor to actually do work on.
In my presence right
I
now?
hem and hawed.
Spained.
And I had the money. But that's why I have the money, because I hem and haw over dumbass purchases.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hem and haw, you know? I go,
I haw and ham.
I'm so easily entertained by other shit. Sometimes I want to blow dumb money, and then I'm just like, I'll just think about it later. And then I just never get around to thinking about it later. That's half of my savings.
Do you still watch Tim and Eric?
No, because they fucking stabbed World Peace in the back. That was one of the best shows on Adult Swim.
What do you mean?
They stabbed those guys in the back. Sam Hyde, MDE.
I don't know
World
what
Peace.
the hell that is. World Peace is a show?
Yeah, it was a show.
What
they
happened?
got shit canned over politics.
Oh, really? They just didn't like him?
Yeah. Tim Heidecker.
Tim is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I love...
Can I get another cigarette?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'm really grateful for all the art that they gave us and still continue. I mean, fucking Brule
they're kind of being fags, though. They're kind of being
not
fags.
Eric, though. It's Tim.
Probably, no, okay,
Tim is the fucking...
It's Tim.
Is the problem.
It's
Tim made a whole musical album. Yeah, it's right there next to the cigarettes. Tim made a whole musical album that was like about Trump, like Too Dumb for Suicide. I was like, this is a guy who does characters. Like he's got to be doing a character. He's doing a work right now. He's doing a Neil Hamburger, but he's not doing a Neil Hamburger. It's Tim Heidecker being shitty.
Serious. He's being
a
serious,
cornball. Yeah. Tim Heidecker is a fucking cornball when it comes down to his fucking politics.
So try hard.
What in the fuck is his problem, dude? Tim, would you lighten the fuck up?
Apologize to Sam. Apologize to Sam, Tim. Not
lose
that you're
a little
ever
weight,
listen
Tim.
To this, but
lose a little weight and fuck your girl the right way, and you'll feel more like a man, dude. Lose a little weight. Go work out. I understand the gym is not conducive to like humor or whatever the fuck. Apparently, all comedy writers have to be little fucking waifs or fat, chubby. Like either way, there's like three. Like it's a bunch of dudes who have like 3 or 4 sexual partners their entire fucking life. And by the way, if you feel insulted by me saying that, men, you should be. You need to get more fucking pussy. You need to become more of a man.
I disagree.
No, you do not disagree.
I disagree.
You fucking do not disagree. There's a difference between a dude from fucking from Wyoming who's being a good Christian boy choosing to have low sexual partners and guys who are being dishonest little faggots who won't man the fuck up.
Yeah, they need to stop bitching about it. I'll agree with that.
And not just bitching about it. Like, if you want that, fucking go for it. Don't nice guy your way into some puss. Don't be like, I don't deserve her. Yes, the fuck you do.
You can be.
She's so much beyond my league. No, she's not. God damn it.
No, she's a dirty little girl, probably.
Yeah, man, and she needs somebody to treat her that she's not. But
the ideal, I would advise any young men.
Girls don't want to be treated like put her on a fucking pedestal. Girls don't want to be treated like, you're so much above my station. I'm so lucky to have you. I need you. I need you. Faggot. Grow the fuck up. Get some pussy, dude.
You're making me uncomfortable. That is gross.
That's what I'm saying. There are men out there who are just. That's a Tim Heidecker shit, man. Yeah. That's what's wrong with Tim Heidecker. That's what's wrong with Judd Apatow. I'm telling you. I know I feel like a one fucking
you are
track
mad
pony,
about this.
But I am mad about this because I have been the guy who has lied about what he wants and been in fucking relationships. Like Patrice said, I've been in 2-year relationships that were one night stands. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody's done that once.
Absolutely, once. But there are dudes over and over. Those are those. Actually,
I've never
nice
been
guys.
in. I think the longest relationship I've ever been in is 9 months. And that was on an accident.
A year and 9 months. And that was a good relationship.
I was trying to break it off at 6 months, and then there was crying and topic changing, and let's talk about it later. And later was like 3 months later.
Right, but you decided to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about the dudes who make believe, like who have such a low self-esteem, who accidentally fall into a puddle of vagina and then just try to fucking wrap themselves around it like a fucking alligator and just, please don't leave. Faggot. Grow up. God damn it. Because you're not just doing
10
yourself.
Out of 10 Indian. This right here with the headlights off, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay, driving with the brights on for no reason, Asian. Headlights off, Indian. 10 out of 10. Just saying, dude. Just saying.
Oh, I love ranting. It's so much fun.
I would actually say
I am the best podcaster in the fucking world. I'm the goddamn best. God, I love this. I love this. I love having a.
It's getting energized in here.
There was a dude who hit me up. I think because of the things I posted on Facebook and some of the memes and some of the alt-right faggots. And there was this guy who sent me a message. He's like, I really love that song you did with Heat, because I did this 49ers anthem with this guy named Heat. Nice people, great people, him and all the Outbound gang. And I did this 49ers song called Empire. So you feel free to YouTube it. It's up there. And this guy, I guess, so I've got a couple of quote unquote fans out there who like, hey, I thought you were better. Fuck you, because I sing a song. Oh, I don't have the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, at least I can back my shit up. At least talk to me about whatever. You know what I mean? Like, at least fucking give me the benefit of the doubt. I asked him, oh, is it because you've listened to anything on the podcast? He's like, actually, no, I haven't listened to that. Go fuck yourself then. Faggots. No. Sorry.
I would say, I wish I would have just married this girl, Lisa.
Do you want to say her name, or do you want me to cut it out?
No, it's fine. There's a million Lisas.
There are.
Yeah.
Why?
I think that would have been good. That would have been a good life.
Okay. Don't you have a good life now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm alone.
Well, yeah, but that's not a permanent thing. Nor would 100% would Lisa be 100% life partner.
I don't know, man. She was pretty cool.
Okay, but it was 9 months or less than 9 months. Because you just said your longest relationship.
Lisa,
was 9 months.
That was never even a relationship. I was all fucked up at that time.
So then, how?
I had an opportunity. That was a friend.
How do you even know that was a fucking relationship?
We hung out a lot, and I had opportunities. We'd make out, whatever. And then I was Twisted. You know the Twisted meme, where the dude from what's that, Suicide Squad, and he's got the fucking damaged tattoo on his forehead.
No
He's
idea.
basically, I was in that state. You were
drinking?
Totally out of it. Oh yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
okay,
things were bad.
But you don't know if you got in a relationship with her if it would be bad, especially if she's hanging out with your fucking crazy ass. That's some alcoholic shit.
You don't know that it wouldn't have been.
No, I don't.
No.
But you don't know that it would be good either.
I guess point being, I don't think there's anything positive about the trend of people being like this, like extended,
Slutty.
this extended teenage.
No, I agree.
Like trend where
Okay,
like you never
alright.
actually just.
Yeah.
It's like this is not natural. We're living in a very unnatural state. You know, this is only like. No, this is like
natural.
You're talking about such a short period of time
Define natural.
that humans have been living life like this. Natural is honestly
We
when
would
you're
hit
like.
bitches with clubs and drag them into a fucking cave.
I don't believe
Fuck.
that at all. That's bullshit. show me documentation
Felt good
of
to
that.
say it though.
Show me
okay.
documentation of that. You know.
Okay, maybe not true, but it's possible true. Like, how do you know that it's not natural?
Okay. So point
Now,
being,
I'm not saying it's more successful.
No, it's way less successful.
If
it's actually not,
the goal is relationship.
the nature. I'm sorry, dude. Like girls should be getting pregnant when they're like 17, 18. They should be fucking popping out kids.
Okay.
That's what's natural. That's when their body
Nature, yeah,
is
all right,
ready.
all right.
Their ovaries are screaming, "Put a baby in me." Yeah.
Ovaries are screaming like
Oh, yeah.
26, the unholy chasm.
Dude. Well,
between
because it's
28
gone
and
too
36.
long.
Yes.
Because it's gone too long. That's why that age range is like basically like I want a girl that's younger than 27.
You hear that, girls? If you're between 28 and 36, get rid of the nice guy. You don't want to fuck him. You don't want to fuck him. There are other men out there who will fucking treat you right and treat you mean.
Most of them just need a baby, dude. I'm sorry. Like all these problems they complain about and shit. In my career, am I this, am I that? Dude, they need children and community.
Yeah, and they need a man.
Yeah.
There
A
are
man that takes care of all the other shit.
Exactly. A lot of the fucking females at the fucking women's march, you can't be like seriously at the women's march and being properly fucked.
It's
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Doubtful.
Let me rephrase that. You can't be seriously waving the flag like wearing a futurist female, and like if you can't be properly like booed up or properly fucked. Properly. Let me define.
You're just doing all that shit because you're
if
unhappy.
You're with a fucking good, down ass, mean, nice, kind, sweet, rough cocksucker.
Yeah,
if you're with that mean
getting,
motherfucker who gets your fucking gut, who got your fucking mind, that got your heart. If you're with that dude, you can't be wearing a futurist female because it's a bitch. Shut the fuck up.
No, they.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, we got to go to the store. Come on, enough of this fucking futurist.
No
female
woman
waving the flag.
No woman that enjoys her household, that's getting poked proper after putting the kids to bed. You know what I mean? Waking up,
Poked proper,
crocheting some bullshit home sweet home thing to hang on baby Priscilla's wall or whatever.
Because their minds are on family. Their minds are on what's actually
on
important.
Happy things.
Right. Their minds are on what's actually important.
The
all
future,
this shit that doesn't
bitch,
exist.
Listen,
just like
listen, women. Let me rant for a fucking second.
Let me rant for
a fucking second. Check this out, bitch. Listen, females. There will be no fucking females in the future if you're not having fucking kids. There's going to be nothing. We're all going to fucking die. Okay? Dumbass fucking sluts. Sorry, but it's just, you know, it's like...
Okay, but don't denigrate the wonderful females who've decided to have sex with you.
I'm just saying. There's not going to be any future if you're not having families and children. There will be no community. There will be no country to argue about stupid bullshit politics over without families and communities.
Right.
You know, you just do this whole like cosmopolitan, you know, atomized culture of people never having families, never pushing anything forward into the future.
Right.
There's not going to be a fucking future.
Yeah.
Or it's going to look really shitty. I'll tell you that.
There's going to be a lot of men with
AI robots.
Glasses and fucking... I wear glasses sometimes. But I mean, like, there's going to be a lot of, like, guys just like, I just love you so much. Faggots. There's going to be a lot of dudes, like, not men.
I'm actually picturing a generation. Have you noticed the trend?
Like, masculinity is not the problem. Like, we need more masculinity. The right kind of fucking masculinity.
The really younger kids are actually going to be very masculine. Maybe
yeah,
not
I agree.
In the way,
especially in this wave with Trump around and shit. Like, that's good. That's good that there's somebody...
Dude, these gamer kids... They are cold-blooded motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, these girls are like, fine, I'm going to go get... They're like, go ahead, bitch. I'm playing my game. You can't wait for me? Go fuck some other dude. I don't care.
See, I just,
dude, I'm sorry.
That's
Big
where I
ups to the
break.
homies, because then me and you could take care of them, right? So,
no, but that's where I break because I hear what you're saying. I hear the stilo. I hear the vibe of what you're saying.
They're sick of the bullshit. They're like, you're not going to manipulate me with the crap. They're sick of getting, they're just like, no, let me do the thing that makes me happy and that brings me some enjoyment for a minute.
But you're not talking about MGTOW, are you? Men going their own way?
No.
Okay, did you hear about that group? Because there's like a movement, quote unquote, of these guys who have had bad luck or have been unfuckable, and so they just give up and say, fuck it, I'm going to play video games and work and fuck prostitutes.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like kids that probably don't even know what that is. Like I'm talking like age range 15 to 20.
Right.
These kids are
and they are skewing more right leaning. They are skewing more libertarian. They are.
Yeah, they are, because all the fucking liberals are cutting into their video games, man.
Not just that, but there was a kid
like,
who reached
off,
out to
bro.
me who listens to the podcast. I'm going to try to get him on. I keep talking about this, but like where like he goes to school and he won't even. He's in high school and the teachers like talk shit about him. Like the teachers like say that he's wrong and won't even let him talk because he's conservative.
Yeah, you get shut up.
It's fucking sad, man.
We're going to shut you up. If you don't believe what we believe, you'll at least have to listen to what we believe.
Right. Which only creates. I mean, that's the thing is that when in the 80s when like metal was like that's Satan's music, it only got stronger. You know what I mean? Like anything that's like taboo, you're only making it stronger. Dummies.
It's like
let us talk. Let us converse.
You want misogynists? This is how you get misogynists.
The future is female. Okay. And yet all of a sudden when you want to get
Nazis?
properly fucked, my hand's around your goddamn neck. Suddenly, I guess I don't want the power. Surprise, surprise. You're squirting on my dick, you stupid ass. Fucking no. This is what's going to happen now. And I'm not being mean.
It's really
but
empowering.
It's really
empowering when I get gangbanged. It's like female empowerment. It's like really empowering when I go to the slut walk with my tits hanging out.
You always, yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Like,
I hear what you're saying.
Girl, none of that shit is actually good for you or respectful
and not just that, but those girls. There's two different classes. There's the girls who are upwards of 25 who are either unfuckable or unfucked. Okay, those are the females who are like, VJ is female, or they're super young, cute ass bitches,
and they just don't know what they're talking about right now.
Right, but they enjoy the power. They're like Mean Girls,
I want to be,
but they've transitioned exactly. They enjoy the power and the prestige that they have. That okay, not only do I have the power by being a pretty female, now I'm going to have even more power by not dressing nicely, and I'm going to make it so that it's like now I have a social justice power. Now I'm an oppressed person. Even though everybody in the room wants to fuck me, I'm somehow oppressed. Like even though everybody in the room, almost everybody in the room would be like, head on their arms, just like, wow, she's playing a ukulele. Even though they have that power, now they get the power of being a victim as well. Faggots.
Sorry, Bill Burr was so ahead of the curve.
He was, man.
With so much of this shit, dude.
Absolutely. And he's still untouched. I'm so happy that him.
No reason to hit a woman. Really? You sure? Anyway.
Yeah. I'm tired. Are you ready to start wrapping up a little bit? Let's have one more cigarette.
Not really. I mean, what have we even talked? What have we talked about? Are we talking about more stuff, or what
we can, of course? But
yeah.
I'm saying it's. Let me see what time it is. Of course, I can fucking too. We haven't even taken the peepees out. Let's see. It's 11:54.
Remember, minute 40.
Yeah, I have to cut
chicken.
I have to cut out chicken's name.
Look, I would gander, not gander. I would implore
What?
young men
To be more manly?
Yes, for themselves.
Absolutely.
Not for women.
Yes,
Not
definitely. I'm absolutely on board with that.
That's because then you're just doing the same shit. Oh, I'm going to get really buff so chicks will like me. It's probably not going to work.
No, not
really
even buff, really.
You
know what I mean,
You should get strong and super aesthetic for yourself, your own soul, and for your bros. Whatever happened to doing shit for your dudes? Like, we're going to hold each other up and make each other better. You know,
I thought you meant like hand jobs.
No, not like that.
Do you want one more cigarette?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. Well, 27. Gracias.
Vape.
Yeah, do stuff for you. Don't do stuff because.
And that makes you more attractive, and that makes you feel better about yourself. Your confidence will naturally start to grow when you start to take care of yourself.
Exactly. You know that you're going to live longer. I'm less worried about getting older because my risk of disease and morbidity is going down.
As we smoke
fit.
cigarettes,
You know? Right?
but man.
You know what? America stopped smoking and started getting diabetes and heart disease. So
don't.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Damn it.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. We didn't used to have all these health problems, man.
What are you talking
And
about?
then it's like we stopped smoking.
We are injecting. We are breathing in tar right now.
We started eating low fat foods. We started, it's like, you started.
There's a lot
eating
more sugar.
There's more sugar in the low fat foods.
Right.
They make it taste good by putting more sugar in it. It's actually higher calorie, but it says low fat.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just eat a little less.
Yeah. Dude, calorie counting is feeling so good.
It's the only way to do it.
I'm so happy. I literally had I just had a slice of pizza, and yet I'm losing weight right now. I'm so fucking happy. Yeah. I don't have to restrict, explode, restrict, explode. Enough of that shit.
You know what deficit you need to be in, and you just stay in your zone, man.
Yeah. So the goal is, apparently, it's 14.5 times whatever weight you want to be. That's how many calories you want to take in. Okay. So 14.5 times 200, if that's your goal weight, that's around 2,600 calories. That's fucking easy.
I'm trying to do 4,300 a day. I'm trying to do 43.
Because you're trying to bulk?
I'm trying to get fluffy and puffy. To get fluffy and puffy.
So that when you spin around and you spaned, it's going to be
the
like...
love handles and that booty. Yeah.
Ugh.
Get the chest and shoulders popping out. Ooh.
Don't shimmy in my vehicle.
I'm shimmying.
It's very...
Shimmy shake. Yeah, but honestly, do it for you because it's something good for your mind, good for your soul, and good for your body. You know? It's for sure. These females, dude,
But I do want to stress because it's not just because we need to make men right, and then females will fucking fall in line.
Exactly, because men set the standard.
Right, but making men right is not. Don't hit on girls in the street. With this fucking Gillette commercial. Did you see the Gillette commercial?
No, I didn't. Because everybody was so pissed off about it. I was just like,
Faggots.
I'm just not even going there. Because
even
not see the Gillette,
even the examples that they tried to show of this like TV show of this guy grabbing this girl's ass, anywhere, even in the goddamn honeymooners age, where was those TV shows? There were no those fucking, not even Married with Children, that big slob pig. He wasn't grabbing girls' asses. That's not an existent TV show. That doesn't exist.
Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do.
He would fucking he would
like dance
honeymooners
and sing songs. He was nice.
Dude, are you
Ricky
getting
was
turned
a
on
good
by
guy.
Ricky Ricardo right now?
Dude, Ricky Ricardo was a nice guy. He's a good dude.
Seems like a sweetheart. Like he seemed like he would treat me nice. I don't know. He just seems
I'm sure he took care of business too.
He just, I don't know.
I'm sure he would take care of her.
Those niggas smoked.
Oh yeah.
Dead fucking young. Dead like 65 or some shit. Not Lucille because she had that fucking demon. Irish blood.
I've got this screenshot of this article, and it says, oldest man in the world says petty grievances keep him going. He's just like,
I like that.
Can't die because I got to prove all these motherfuckers wrong.
Hell yeah. Fucking, that's what fueling all these rappers do. Shit.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that Gillette commercial was fucking dog shit.
So
there was another point in the commercial where a guy...
The vibe was
and of course, don't be a all the bad men were like white, and all the good men were like black or brown. Well, surprise. So there was a white guy, as this pretty girl walks down the street. She's like flustered and something, whatever. She's walking down the street, and a guy's like, ooh, like he like leaves his door stoop to go like holler at her.
Hey,
and a black guy, and he's a white guy. Surprise. And a black guy gets in the way. Oh, no. Hey, man, not cool. First things first, the executives of this commercial don't know any fucking black men. You don't know any black men. Because no fucking black men, number one,
they'd be like, get it, bro.
Would cock block like that.
Go get it, bro.
I'm not saying that the guy could have at some point, and I said this in a post, And Controversial Opinion Wednesday. Hashtag Controversial Opinion Wednesday. Instagram, Peter_Feliciano. But, no fucking black guy would cock block, number one. And number two, it would be the black guy who's hollering. Okay, let's be fucking real. Let's be fucking real. I'm not saying white guys don't do it or Mexican guys don't do it.
Dude,
but number one, it ain't no motherfucking Japanese, son.
They will holler at the fattest bitch, dude. I swear to God. They will just any fucking walking female, dude.
And I respect that more. 8
to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. They're just like, girl, we need to hang out.
I'm going to put a baby in you and abandon it.
Girl, what you doing? My buddy's working the club tonight, girl. We can go dance. It's like she's in a wheelchair, dude. Hey, back
But not
off,
just
man.
that. But not just that. If a guy, he wasn't yelling from his doorstep. He was leaving his doorstep to go talk to her.
And this guy just knew where he was going.
Exactly. He just knew he was going to violate her privacy.
He had like a fucking...
Really? Let's have designated hit-on zones. Would you like that, girls? Would you like designated hit-on zones?
Yeah, they're called
We're not allowed to
clubs.
we're not allowed to be hit on at work. You're not allowed to be hit on by certain people at work. You're not allowed to be hit on the street. You're not allowed to be hit on at the bank or at the Starbucks.
Dude, but they're always hooking up with coworkers.
Hypocritic ass motherfuckers.
Totally.
Nature finds a way. It's like fucking Jurassic Park, bitch. Chaos.
Every time, dude.
Nature finds a way. Faggots, grow the fuck up. You like us. We like you. Sack up. Obviously, we shouldn't be abusive. But you know what? If a guy is going to go hit on a girl, let him fucking do it. Let him fucking do it. Oh, not cool. Faggot. Jesus Christ. I've said faggot a lot in this show. I'm just angry. I'm just angry at men for letting this happen. And I'm angry at women for fucking not calling out other women. Yes, men need to set the standard, but you girls need to fucking don't fucking get on a goddamn future is female shirt and then be attracted to the guy who treats you like a fucking girl. Dumbass. Jesus fucking Christ. You like men, stupid ass. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry.
Man, the whole thing's dumb. It's kind of like, okay, so you don't want any men around. You sure? Sure about that? Because
no, I just came out of the womb attracted to females. Like, do you know less than half of the lesbians that I've met have never been with a penis? Stop. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know how many fucking relationships I've been in or girls I've fucked who have fucked girls? I was talking to one the other day. Cute little
I've
girl.
made some
that I'm
girls
fucking,
lesbian, but
no, well. But I mean, like a cute little girl I was talking to the other day who's like, I said, you ever been with a girl? She's like, yeah. I was like, and how was it? She said, it's just not who I want to wake up to. Surprise, surprise.
obviously.
Surprise, surprise. Just because you
Most
lick
girls-
a pussy doesn't make you a fucking lesbian.
Most, and I mean the grand majority of women want to be, they're doing the same shit dudes are doing. Dudes, I know there's some nights where you're like, this pillow will have to do. I'm going to grip this pillow. I am the big spoon. This pillow is the little spoon.
Aww.
And I wish
Aw, that's so
it
sweet.
was
It's
a
true.
body.
But,
It's fucking true.
but females can
If we
get
can get
bodies.
over the whole, like, my dick, I'm a fuck. Like, honestly.
But girls can
know,
get bodies much
you
quicker.
Yeah, but that's not the same as like having somebody to really hold that you're like in a relationship
Exactly,
with,
exactly.
Yeah. That it's like this is someone I trust. There's a trust building process.
Right.
There's a proof of work
Right.
process.
Right.
And there's this whole courtship thing that happens where it's like, that intimate trust, of taking care of each other, right?
Right.
Yeah, and like most women, they don't want to have
And
they
even
don't,
and
they
not
don't
just
they don't
that.
want to be big spoon, they want to be little spoon.
And not just that. And most, not all.
Not all, most, the grand majority.
And not just that. Surprise, surprise, all these out of the womb apparently females, a lot of them, when they go for a woman, when they're attracted to a woman, the woman acts masculine. Surprise, surprise.
Very
I guess
surprising.
female needs masculine. I guess feminine needs masculine. Stupid ass. Grow up. Oh, but he might dump me. Sack up. So what? Grow up. Find another guy.
You know how
Oh,
many
I'm
times I've been dumped, bitch?
I'm just gonna be a cat lady. Faggots. Grow up. All these guys need to grow up and stop being gay and not really gay, but gay, fucking homosexual, but not literally homosexual.
Stop
and all
being
these
fags.
girls, exactly,
Yeah.
and all these girls need to stop being like, oh no, I need to wait. I just need to date myself. Fucking shut the fuck up with all your schemes and methods to try to find a way to not get hurt. We're all getting hurt all the time. Girls, we're all getting hurt all the time. It's called human life.
You're hurting yourself, depriving yourself of a financial life, which is like the realization. Honestly,
And sex too.
It's not healthy, right? So, but to be fair, I mean,
But do we have to be fair?
being in a way, I think there's a lot of energy shifted toward. There's also the flip side of that, right? Like validation through
Right.
people.
No, for sure.
And it's like you kind of got to be a strong charactered
Absolutely.
human,
But
and
I
be
think-
happy with you, yourself, and God, and the environment that you're creating for yourself.
Absolutely.
The world that you're creating for yourself to live in a way.
But a lot of those girls who are finding validation, those are the ones who are with nice guys. Because I have somebody. I have somebody. Oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not saying you need to fuck everybody on the first date. I'm not saying you need to, you know what I mean? But, like, you do have to let us hit on you. Like, or be a cat lady, but don't be surprised when you're, like unfucked for years.
This guy was totally hitting on me and then hopping on Instagram. Why are there no good guys? No guys are like, I just can't find a boyfriend.
Right. You need to become more
Dumbass.
boyfriendable.
Yeah.
You need to be, is the fucking reality. All these girls who think they're fucking like, I don't need to shave my chocha because no, you do. You do need to try, girl.
I went on
Sorry.
a date with a Northern Irish girl
Like from Ireland?
from Ireland.
Delicious.
It was really refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Because there wasn't that American, like,
Bullshit.
faux feminism.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Right. Delicious.
It was
nice.
It was enchanting.
Did you fuck her?
No.
Yeah. But that's fine. I mean,
It was
you still
one
had fun.
one date. Yeah.
Right.
It was whatever. Yeah. It was very nice. I was like, this was just a nice conversation and night, and this was a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And we hugged and kissed at the end, and it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, that's great. She wasn't like interviewing me for a job,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It was very different. I don't even know exactly how to describe it, but it was a very different dynamic.
You should have spaned her. You should have spun and be
Does
like,
this do anything for you?
all right, let's wrap. That's a good place to end.
So,
Thank you very much, Jake, for
on a
coming.
conservative note,
Yes, sir.
I had a piece of inspiration that I've been really enjoying reading
Okay.
and trying to understand. It is an encyclical
What in the fuck?
from the from
Encyclical?
a pope. Yes, an encyclical.
What is that?
It's about it's basically a social doctrine
Okay.
about money and labor and life and community. It is Rerum Novarium by Pope Leo XIII, encyclical on capital and labor. That's really interesting. If anybody wants to nerd out,
So it's like a
read.
story, or it's like like almost like a psalm or something.
No,
What
it's
is
more like the church, like the Pope writing. No, not like a song. Like here's man's nature. Here's what's good for man, as ordained by God, or
Right.
as we see it. And here's what's wrong with socialism. Here's what's wrong with unrestricted capitalism, etc. It's really,
Interesting.
really, really
by
interesting
Pope
stuff.
Leopold III?
Pope Leo XIII.
13th. Okay.
Yeah.
Encyclical.
Encyclical on capital and labor. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was really cool.
Is it okay? It's like a short read.
No.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, if you get through like the first 50 paragraphs, you've got the gist of it. But I think it's like 100 and
I hate you so much. But
130
okay,
paragraphs or something.
All right.
It reads quick though. It's not like
Okay.
a tough.
Because it's
read or
like
anything. It's in very lay.
a bitch invest in this. Doesn't say
No.
Pope Leopold the 13th is like eating an apple. Yeah, you want to get into some apple. You want to get some like Macintosh, son.
No, it's not like that at all.
Smoking a Newport.
It's more talking because it was written at the time right around the height of the Industrial Revolution or post-industrial revolution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Yeah.
I do like talking shit about socialism. We need to get into that next time we talk.
Sure. We can talk lots of shit about
Because
socialism.
I do not like it.
What's wrong? What's in one? Here's the problem, though. Can you say what's wrong with socialism in one sentence?
Shouldn't be allowed to take from people.
Now say what's wrong with capitalism in one sentence.
It can be corrupted.
I guess anything can be corrupted.
Sure.
I'd
Okay.
say it's kinda young corrupt, kind of boring
Don't.
corrupted.
Don't.
I'm sorry.
Young Gotti.
I would say the problem with capitalism is at a certain point of abundance, you have an obligation to give of your will.
Sure, absolutely. But of your will.
Not be taken from.
But
Yeah.
of your will.
Correct.
Of your will.
So the problem with capitalism, I think, is the whole lens through which you view humanity.
Right.
Lens through which you view people.
Right.
Lens through which you view the point of life, point of community.
And
point
if you're
of
a
economic
spiritual
activity.
person, as an example, and you're living in a capitalist world and you're a capitalist, if you're spiritual, if you have a structure of caring about your fellow man, then you will give. You will help those who are less fortunate.
You're kind of getting in a situation where you can't anymore.
Right.
You're just so scared that it's like you're just going to get fucking taxed to death, or there's not going to be enough, or the money's going to be worth less tomorrow. And it's turned into a world where your worth isn't your skill or your guild or what you provide to a community.
Right.
Your skill is, how hard can I pump my bank account? Because I got to get out of here.
Which is a culture thing.
I got to protect mine.
That's right, because that's a culture thing.
It's not even a greed
we've
thing.
Gotten,
it's like a security thing.
Absolutely, because we've gotten rid of giving a fuck about, like, well, not gotten rid of, but I think even if you're an atheist,
like, nobody
even
gives
if you're
a
an
fuck
atheist,
about me, right?
Right, but like even if you're an atheist, and that's what I love about like Jordan Peterson or Camille Paglia, who is an atheist, she finds incredible value in the structures of churches and religions because they helped us have the right frame of mind. They helped us have the right lens through which we could look at these, capitalism or egalitarian, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is this idea of we do need to take care of each other. We do need to have a small family, and we do need to take care of people and protect our own and create roads and for others and create this amazing world that we live in. But you have the framework where you can also be a nice motherfucker. Yes. And now that we're making more atheists and we're just talking shit about all this whatever, it's become much more self-centered. You ever watch the documentary The Century of Self?
No, you were telling me about that, and
you can find it on YouTube. It's a great thing because throughout the century, throughout the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, all throughout, there was this growing need, and it was actually on purpose. I think Freud's I'm gonna fuck it up. One of Freud's relatives helped kind of put this in on purpose so that people would be more self-centered, more selfish, and when they're more selfish and self-centered, they're more malleable because you don't give a fuck about. You're not willing to like women and children first. You want your life. You know what I mean? And
you can manipulate them with wants and greeds and lusts. And
right? Don't you want to have the newest fur that we are putting up in Dillard's? You know what I mean? And then in the 70s, it turned in 60s, 70s, and turned into a more hippie self-centeredness, where like now we need to it's more. I just want free love, man. I want free love, which means I want all the sex I want with none of the consequences, and I don't want to be connected or commit. I don't want to, right? So like then it turned into that, and then in the 80s it turned into crazy money and like a capitalist version of that.
I want my yacht.
Exactly. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yeah. It's just getting, and now with social media, of course, it's just all like we're focusing me, and our world's getting smaller, and it's harder to love on a motherfucker.
It is.
And socialism, the way they're put it, the way they're making it, is not going to fix that. Socialism is the exact opposite of that. It's, I'm a victim, I need to take from you.
I have two definitions of socialism, right? So socialism as just a word sounds fine. Socialism as a Marxian economic theory is, it's a fucking disaster.
Right.
Yeah. I'd say, unfortunately, we're moving toward a world, and for sure we're experiencing in America, where you have all of the drawdowns and negatives of socialism with none of the fucking benefits. If you work, anyway.
All right, one more cigarette, and then we have to stop.
One more cigarette.
Because I'm going to fucking set you on fire.
That's a common side effect of hanging out with me, is wanting to set me on fire. So you got this deal where You know, here, just to put this in perspective, the most we are getting taxed at like 3 times the rate that like the fucking most vicious monarch would ever tax their fucking people back in the day.
A lot of,
Let's
by
just
the
be
way,
real.
just for people who don't know, people who are making more money get taxed already a shit ton more.
A
There
lot
are people
more.
who are losing. It's not like, oh, there are loopholes. Yeah, there are loopholes, but most people who are like, even making like literally upwards of like $1 million, isn't it like something crazy, like 40% or something like that?
It's higher when you add in state. It's a lot higher when you add in state.
40% of the money that you make is now, 50% in New York, especially New York.
Yep.
I think
New York, California.
the more liberal states, they are taking a huge fucking chunk of what you
And
make.
loopholes, you know what? If you've never owned assets or ran a business, shut the fuck up about loopholes because you don't know shit. Okay, first of all. Because when you have a chunk of money that you already got taxed on, probably for earning, and you saved up, and you already got taxed on that fucking money, and then you spend it on an asset, and then you write off that asset that was not money that you're just holding and you're blowing on, hookers and fucking yachts.
Besides the fact that all these low level employees like me don't always claim the correct amount. Y'all
Why would
motherfuckers
you?
are in loopholes as well.
Hell yeah. I claim as little as possible. Venmo me. Here's my Venmo. Holla. Cash App.
Right.
PayPal. Zelle my personal account. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they just want to grab all your shit.
Right.
So, but we don't get any benefits. Like, I've got to pay for fucking healthcare. So you get taxed through the healthcare.
Okay, so you're saying we have the worst of both worlds.
We have the worst of both worlds.
Okay.
And then we have capitalism with a ton of regulation. It's really almost this like monopolist, not monopolist, it's kind of like this multi-duopoly kind of system where you don't have a wide distribution of financial freedom. You've got a financial system that you are free to move within.
Okay.
And you got to hustle and grind and fight to carve out a little slice where you've got some resources where you are actually financially free. It's
these young socialists have this idea because these young kids.
I agree with them for the wrong reasons.
These older people who have come over. So as an example, say you're a legal immigrant, which there are a lot of them, and they come here and they beat their fucking ass into the ground working. We just had Bert on an episode a couple of episodes ago. His parents immigrated here legally, and he and his parents worked in the fucking fields, and now he's a fucking tech guy. The son of a field worker is a fucking tech guy. His dad worked his ass off to like give his sons a good life. Now, if you really wanted, like these young fucking socialists have this idea that now we're going to cut into his dad's money so that he can't provide a good life for Bert.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
You know what I'm saying? Like, already there's a state tax. Like, if you die, they can take your fucking money that you want to give to your kids. They're going to take that away because, we should all just create this big pot to throw into and just share.
Every socialist in their heart, any socialists researching or whatever listening, listen to this. You are the most capitalist motherfucking heartless motherfucker out there in the heart.
What do you mean?
In the heart. Because socialists do not care about the health of society and do not care about the means of production and ownership of wealth.
That's a mean thing to say.
They do not give a fuck.
But go for it.
All they it's really a spiritual problem, is my opinion.
Nice.
Okay.
Fuck
they do not
yes.
care.
Absolutely.
Because if you actually cared about the widest possible distribution of wealth and the widest possible distribution of the means of production being spread through all the people, you would be following like an old school, like Christian, I don't want to call it capitalist doctrine, but a much more agrarian, old school, sort of ancient free market philosophy.
And not just that.
And you would absolutely agree with private property because people owning their own tools and owning their own homes and owning their own land to work makes them free and makes them not fucking wage slaves.
Right.
Whether that be for the state or for a corporation.
And not just that, but Dinesh D'Souza, he does this a lot, but he's, at a Harvard University, and this student is saying, socialism is good and you're the devil and blah 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 blah, right? And
that's basically
and
all the arguments, right?
Right. That's literally is that you're a bad person, not your ideas are flawed, and here's what I see it. Most of the time it's you. It gets emotional and it gets personal quickly because you don't have a fucking argument.
Yeah.
But these kids, this Harvard kid is like, socialism, blah, blah, blah. And so Dinesh posits this to him. He's like, oh, okay. So there should be more evenly. You're a white person, right? You're a white person, a white kid at a Harvard University. Give up your seat.
Yeah, give up your seat, bitch.
And he, exactly. Fucking exactly. You're not willing to give up your seat? Then shut the fuck up about socialism.
Exactly,
Fag ass
dude.
nigga.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the most socialist thing, the most revolutionary socialist thing, if you actually care about society and means of production being held by the workers, that anybody could do, I'll tell you this, and I mean this, straight up, it's really probably just the most revolutionary thing you can do, period,
Right.
is being an entrepreneur, being your own business owner. But then people will call you, capitalist pig, if you're trying to do that.
Right.
And you're like, so you mean I'm not selling my time to the man, and I'm trying to dodge the state? Sure as hell ain't a socialist.
Right.
Really, as far as that's concerned, because they're trying to stomp you the fuck out. They're not trying to
Right.
help you be free.
No.
So if you really want the means of production to be owned by the workers, every single individual should be their own independent contractor and sell their own work. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
Own their own, own what they produce.
Okay.
And so this whole idea of like the state, the state is going to somehow evenly distribute. It's like it's just centralization of power. So you got corporate centralization of power or state centralization of power. How about neither?
Right. And in general, I think we need to stop listening to young people. Even
they're
when I
dumb
was
as
younger,
shit.
even when I was young, I was like, why are we giving a fuck like what Britney Spears, Britney Spears is like really like that's good music to some people. Now don't get me wrong, I've danced to a couple of her tunes, but number one, it's not hers. Someone else wrote that shit. It's not hers. It's not hers. It's not hers. That's number one. Number two, young people like dog shit. Young people put Kodak Black as a fucking valid rapper. Young people think fucking young people think what's that fucking producer's goddamn name? I can't think of it. There's so many like Travis. There's so many like shitty producers, skinny white kids, all of them, or Eastern European kids who are just standing in front of a laptop, putting their hands above their head, and that's fucking music. There's no talent. There's no creativity. Not none.
Some of them are good.
Some of them are good. And you can tell when there's give a fuck inside of those.
Yep.
But like a lot of those motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They're just fucking, and yet that's fucking, we stop listening to young people, dude. Stop it.
Definitely.
Gives a fuck about these young people, what they fucking think. I'm 32. I don't give a, you shouldn't be listening to my faggot ass shit.
Sidetrack though, I do want to see Calvin Harris in Vegas someday.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
You're
I do
a
want to
piece
see
of
Calvin
fucking dog shit.
Harris. Hey, whatever. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there.
God damn it.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
You fucking 32-year-olds.
We are the tail end of probably the most bitter generation, because like we still remember knocking on someone's window. You remember doing that? Or like you didn't text before you came over, you just knocked on a dude's window, just like bang bang bang, get up.
I don't know.
Just smashing around, leaving the house, no ID, no cell phone. Remember like when
Right.
schools wouldn't even give you
Biking
a school
over to
ID?
7-Eleven to steal some Snickers.
7-Eleven to steal some Snickers. Dude, there was no nothing, man. It was
Milky
like,
Ways were the shit,
dude,
dude.
schools didn't even used to give you the little lanyard ideas. Nobody
Right.
knew who you were. You were
No
out
one,
in the world.
I mean,
all
yeah, there was a
alone.
little molestation, but it wasn't that bad. Let kids be kids, eh? Anyway, we're
I hope
good
so.
now.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Conservatish with Peter Feliciano. Please find me on Instagram at Peter_Feliciano, and go to patreon.com/conservatish to support my stupid nonsense. Actually, yeah, it's not stupid nonsense. People really like this stuff.
I think they're very good conversations.
I like being able to talk about socialism and say faggot nigga.
I like that too. Oh, startups. Stop selling your shit to Google. Please, God. Stop just trying to sell everything to Google. Just run a damn business. Stop being lazy. Run a business, make good money off it. Sell it to your friends.
Yeah, but then Google sometimes can make a copy or duplicate of what you do and just fuck you. I mean, this is what Amazon's doing.
Well,
I don't know. There's a way around it, but I
There
hear
is.
what you're saying.
Yeah, stop.
Because we need to stop
selling everything
giving
to
all
Google.
these companies all this
I mean,
fucking power. And shit.
jeez, dude. Yeah, it's getting out of control.
And also look up what the what is it? Encyclical?
The encyclical on capital and labor called Revorum Novarium. Rerum Novarium. I'm probably super mispronouncing that, by Pope Leo XIII.
Yeet.
Whatever.
Hashtag
Close
yeet.
enough. Close enough. It was in the late 1800s.
If you Google encyclical,
or you could use Brave.
what is it?
Holla.
I don't know what you're saying.
Anyway, yeah. Rerum Novarum. Yeah, Pope Leo XIII. Encyclical on capital and labor. Very good read.
Yeah, I love you all very much, and kisses.